The new podcast, In the Shadow of Princeton, starts as the matriarch of a prominent Princeton family is found stabbed to death in her locked basement. Investigators look from a serial attacker to her family to Princeton University students. One hot-blooded investigator sees a conspiracy. Is he way off base, or does privilege let you get away with murder? In the Shadow of Princeton is available wherever you get podcasts, or you can binge it ad-free by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Getaway Day, Friday, October 18th, 2024, and it's bone chilling outside as I record this, but it's dry. Now, we're going to talk about that in a bit. Also, a convicted murderer was put to death Thursday night. A man is accused of taking over a social media account and driving up the price of Bitcoin. We also have a big change to next year's Hangout Fest and the story behind that I Hate Tennessee video. My name's Ike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. Well, the state of Alabama put to death a convicted murderer Thursday evening by lethal injection, reports AL.com's Ivana Harinkyu. In 2016, Derek Dearman used an axe and 2 guns to kill 5 members of a family, one who was pregnant. They were all family members of his girlfriend at the time. His legal representation from the Equal Justice Initiative had raised concerns about Dearman's mental state and questioned the validity of his confession and the appropriateness of the death penalty. Earlier this year, he fired his lawyers, ended his appeals, and even sent a frustrated letter to the Alabama Attorney General's office asking why this execution was taking so long. He said in a phone interview, quote, "I am guilty, plain and simple. Everybody's trying to talk me out of it, but I feel in my heart this is the right thing to do," end quote. Dearman is the 5th person to be executed in Alabama this year. A 25-year-old man was arrested in Athens and is accused of fraudulently running up the price of Bitcoin, reports AL.com's William Thornton. Eric Council Jr. allegedly did this by hacking into the Securities and Exchange Commission's X account, or, if you prefer, hacking into the other SEC's account on the social media platform formerly known as Twitter. The indictment claims he conspired with others to take over the X account and post the message, quote, "Today the SEC grants approval for Bitcoin ETFs for listing on all registered national securities exchanges." Now, that may or may not mean anything to you, but it means a lot to Bitcoin investors because the price immediately spiked more than $1,000 per Bitcoin. Authorities say counsel used the identity of someone with access to the SEC's X account to take over that person's cell phone number. He's charged with conspiracy to commit aggravated identity theft and access device fraud. A dry late summer is turning into a dry fall in Alabama. AL.com's Lee Morgan reports that nearly 90% of the state is in drought or at least abnormally dry conditions, according to U.S. Drought Monitor data. The southern half of Baldwin County and a strip of the state bordering Georgia in the southern half of the state are the largest swaths of the state not under any drought condition. But it's going to get drier before it gets better. No rain is expected to land anywhere on Alabama soil over the next week, and the Climate Prediction Center expects below average precipitation into November. Morgan Wallen is taking over next summer's Hangout Music Festival. Now, I don't mean that in the metaphorical way that an overpowering music act might be a bigger deal than the festival itself. I'm being more literal than that. AL.com's Lawrence Specker reports that next May 16th through the 18th, Hangout Fest will become Sand in My Boots. Now, that's a music festival named after Wallen's 2021 country hit. It'll be held on the Hangout Fest grounds in Gulf Shores. It's billed as an event that Wallen has a major hand in planning. The marketing language does use the term multi-genre to describe the artist lineup. In lieu of a quiz this week, we have something for Tennessee Hate Week. That's what Alabama fans call the week of the Tennessee rivalry game. I realize we have a couple of Alabama fans in our audience, so this is for them. There are several traditions associated with the Alabama-Tennessee rivalry. You surely know about the winners lighting up cigars at the end of the game. You also might know about the I Hate Tennessee viral video that's always shared in the days leading up to the ball game. Now, that's been around for about 17 years, believe it or not. What I'm going to share for you here is some information behind that video, brought to you by AL.com's own Jonathan Soboleski.
Man, I hate Tennessee because, first of all, it's Tennessee.
I still hate Tennessee.
In 2007, University of Alabama student Irvin Carney was asked by a journalism student what he thought of the Alabama-Tennessee rivalry. In 2016, his opinion hadn't changed.
All right, so I'm a sophomore at Alabama. It's fall 2007. It's October 2007, right around this time. And this guy comes up to me. He's like, "Yeah, I'm a campus reporter. I forget the guy's name."
I found the guy. It freaked him out a little bit. His name was Nick Adam, and he had become a priest.
It was Tennessee week, so I decided to run a story about the rivalry.
And so he wanted to get someone's take on the Tennessee game.
And this dude just started going off. And I said, as soon as I heard it, I knew it was going to be classic. So I said, stop.
And then he's like, "You know what? I got to get this on camera."
I hate Tennessee. See, Tennessee's colors is that throw-up orange. It's not that orange that you can sit with. It's that puke inside of a pumpkin orange.
So I leave, and then I don't hear anything about the video until March of 2008. And dude's like, "Yeah, you're in that video." I'm like, "What video are you talking about?"
So I got a job out of college in Mississippi, and this guy that I worked with was like, he was an Alabama fan. And he was like, "Hey, Nick, you've got to watch this video." And I looked at it, I was like, "I shot that. That's mine."
Since the video was made in 2007, it's been re-uploaded a bunch of times and been seen by millions of people.
They low down.
They dirty. They some snitches.
Irvin says every year before the Alabama-Tennessee game, the video resurfaces.
I like that it's kind of getting ingrained into the Alabama culture. I've written my name in Crimson Flame,
I know that guy's heart, he doesn't have true hate in his heart for Tennessee, but he is very passionate. And now, the joy that he gives people through this very funny video, I think is something that's cool. And it's cool for the rivalry,
Thanks, Sobo. Now, for those who are still wondering what in the world we're talking about, I'll play the audio of that viral video. I'll bet you'll either think it's hilarious or wonder, is this what people spend all their time looking up on the internet? The answer to that question, by the way, is yes. Here's the video.
Man, I hate Tennessee because, first of all, it's Tennessee. And I just hate them because they low down, they dirty, they some snitches. And I hate Philip Farmer. I hate their colors. I'm not a dog person. I just hate Tennessee, man. And I hate Neyland Stadium. It looks like a garbage truck worker convention. And I hate all their quarterbacks. I hate Tennessee, man.
Describe what you feel about their colors, too. I thought that was interesting.
It reminds me, and it's not that orange that you can stand. See, I hate Tennessee more than I hate Auburn. I just dislike Auburn. I hate Tennessee. See, Tennessee's colors is that throw-up orange. It's not that orange that you can sit with. It's that puke inside of a pumpkin orange. And I don't like pumpkins. So I really don't like Tennessee, man. I can't stress that enough, man. And they losers. They sore losers because they're not Alabama, and I hate Tennessee, man.
And there you go, friends and neighbors. Alabama is at Tennessee at 2:30 p.m. Saturday. Before that one, you have Auburn at Missouri at 11 a.m. Thanks for listening to us. Have a great weekend. We're going to be back here bright and early Monday morning. Until then, y'all come by and see what we're doing on the internet anytime you want to at AL.com.